Welcome back, everyone. In this lecture, we're going to just briefly show you how you could do the same API request we did in the previous lecture, but this time directly with Python. To do this, we're going to open up two instances of our command line. So that's either the Anaconda prompt or your terminal, depending on what operating system you're using. And then we'll start our Flask server on one, and we'll open Jupyter Notebook on the other. Let's go ahead and see how to do that. I'm going to first bring in my first Anaconda prompt. So here it is. Here's my instance of the Anaconda prompt. And what I'm going to do here is make sure you cd into whatever directory you happen to have that my example file running at. And then make sure after activating your environment, you'll say Python, my example, go ahead and tab autocomplete that, hit enter, and then after TensorFlow is done loading, we'll have our server running. So eventually at the end of this, you should see something that says something like running on 127.0.0.1.5000. Okay, so we have that running. Next, what we're going to do is open up Jupyter Notebook on another Anaconda prompt instance. So here's the other secondary Anaconda prompt instance. And then notice I've already activated my environment. So then what I'm going to do here is say Jupyter Notebook, hit enter, and I'll load up an instance of Jupyter. So you should see that pretty much automatically open your browser. So let's go ahead and go to our browser now. I'm going to bring it over. So here's my browser. Notice the different files running. I'm going to open up this new untitled notebook. It's completely blank. And what we're going to do here is show you how you could do a request through Python. So to do this, you first need to say import requests. And once you're done importing requests, if you get any sort of error on importing requests, you can go ahead and just do pip install requests. And then we'll create a Flower example. I'm just going to copy and paste the example from the notes that we've been using. So this is the same sort of dictionary/JSON object that we've been working with. Go ahead and create that. And then to show you how you can actually create a post request, we'll do the following. We say result is equal to requests, and then you call post method off of this. You pass in the URL. In this case, it's http://localhost:5000, and then the same URL we did last time, which was API/flower. And then the JSON that we need to pass in is just that flower example. So then go ahead and put that in. And then once that's done running, what it does is it sends this JSON here with flower example as a post request to our currently running API. And so what we can do is check the status code of our result. So you can say status_code of result, and you should see a 200 there. That means it was successful. If you see something like a 404 or 400 type error, that means you need to go back and double check to make sure your server was running and your environment was activated. Okay, so once that's done, you can go ahead and just say result.text. And then you can see here we have Setosa and then a new line printed out, which means if we wanted to, we could just print out the resulting text, and it looks like this, Setosa. And from this, you have a string that you can do whatever you want with. Okay, so that's it for the basics of programmatically requesting a post to our API. Coming up next, we're going to now take our Flask application and combine it with a front-end HTML web form. That way, a non-technical user can actually interact with our site. I'll see you at the next lecture.